FG plans 8 trillion naira budget for 2016. And intra-Africa trade comes in at 11%, the world's lowest. 48 billion naira lost to crude oil theft in 9 months. Hello, you're watching Btva's Business Nigeria, and I am Tunji Andrews, your host on the show today. We take a look at the top stories making the rounds across the markets. But first, let's kick off with the equities market. Tosi, can you give us an update on who made a mark today and who did not?
Tunji, Transcorp definitely made the mark for today. But before I get into that, let's quickly see how the market performed. The equity market finally closed in positive territory today after days of continuous drop, though moderately as it gained just 0.5% to close at 29,175.35 index points. Talking about the volume, we see large volume, about 1 billion shares traded today. This is a 144% jump from the 380 million we saw in volume trade yesterday. This brings us year-to-date performance to 15.84%. Is the positive territory here to stay? I guess we have to decide. And also talking about its week-to-date performance, last week it performed 2.4% in negative territory. However, this week it closed relatively flat. It lost about 0.05%. Are we at the mark of the jump? Can we see an ascent next week? I guess we have to find out. Now to our key movers. Our key movers were caught across the banking sector and also the consumer goods. We see Zenith Bank, we see Stanbic, we see Guarantee Trust Bank. However, these key positive movers were dragged down by the industrial, cement, WAPCO, and also Access and Sky Bank. And to our key performing stock, Transcorp. Transcorp gained 9.6% to close at 1 naira 94 kobo. You know, from the 16th of September, Transcorp has been on a gradual descent. It went from 2 naira 50 kobo to 1 naira 77 kobo just before the rise that we see today. When it dropped its Q3 results, we see profit before tax drop by about 26%, driven mainly by a surge in finance cost and its cost of sale. But now there's a jump. Currently at 1 naira 95 kobo. As we speak, there's a conference call going on in order to digest those numbers and give us the facts behind the figures. We'll keep you updated on Monday as to that fare. Also on this list, we have Oando. Oando gained 4.89%. Oando is definitely our best performing stock for the week. It gained 28.45% week to date. This stock was followed by Guinness. Guinness is our second best performing stock for the week. It gained 14.95%. Over to our worst performing stock. On this list, we have eTransact, we have Cavatin, we have Eternal, we have Qtix, Len Africa, and Fitson. But Qtix and Fitson also featured on our worst performing chart for this week, as they both lost 13.69% and 17.6% consecutively. That is how the market fared today and also for this week.
Thank you, Tosi. And here are the top stories again. The FG plans 8 trillion naira budget for 2016. The federal government is currently working on the 2016 budget that will be between 7 to 8 trillion naira. The figures are higher than the 2015 budget by an estimated 4.4 trillion naira. Also, intra-Africa trade comes in at 11%, the world's lowest. Africa has the lowest figure for intra-continental trading in the world, with its members posting just 11% of trading with one another. The coordinator of African Trade Policy Center, ATPC, David Luke, disclosed recently. And also, 48 billion naira has been lost to crude oil theft in 9 months. Between January and September this year, Nigeria has lost about 48 billion naira to crude oil theft. This is according to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. And those are basically the top stories we have today, and we're following basically on Business Nigeria. I am Tunji Andrews. We'll be back on Monday giving you market and economic update like never before. Till then. Keep doing business, Nigeria.